Today we have to work on this field a little bit, and then the goal is to get through the months. Don't know how many we can get through. It costs us a little bit of money to get through each one, so we'll definitely see. Welcome back to the Rules Heavy Challenge. Now, yes, we are continuing here from September, from last time. Basically the plan is to get through to October as soon as I can, and then just on and on. Now I need about 8,000 per month to do that, and but before we actually get anywhere, you see on the minimap here, this field desperately needs nitrogen. Nope. Oh no. Sorry. One of the rules is that I shouldn't really tab between stuff. Oh no, I kind of ruined that. Well, it's not that bad, but the only thing I really am concerned about here is if there is fertilizer enough to do that. So let me just drop off the weeder there. Good. Oh, how am I gonna get through all of that? Look at that. But yeah, I was looking at doing the usual, which is to load logs and then sell them all. But then I noticed this, goat's milk. It peaks at 3,032. At the moment it's at 3,062, so it's even beyond its peak. So actually maybe before I fertilize I should get this downtown to sell it. Let me just attach the rear weight here just in case. Yeah, I think I'll do that. It's gonna be a different what do you call it? You know, probably the first episode not in a while, but from the beginning, that we don't have to do logging just to see us through the months. Now, I don't know if it's enough. This amount of sorry, I'm just really focused on everything here. 3,000. I think one pallet is 1,000 liters, and that's 3,000 euros in the bank. So unless we have almost 2 full pallets, then we don't get the 8,000 we need. So let's take a look at that. Oh, no. Don't unalign them, please. Alright. Yeah, it's 1.4. I don't know. It could go either way, I think. There you go. Look at that. Now let me get downtown. Let me just first take a look at its storage bay. Isn't that just by the train tracks? Yeah, it's there. I think we've sold something to here before. Alright, let me get on down there, and I'll be right back. Now, let me see how much we get for this. I don't think we're gonna have more than 8,000 after this, maybe 7,000 at most. Alright, 8,100. Good. Definitely, yeah, the environmental score bonus brought us over 8,000. Now, let me just take a look at the record. Why did I think 8,000? Where did I? Oh, new vehicles. It's been 6,000 in September. I'm a little bit skeptic here now. I think I'll just take the chance. Actually, yeah, I'll do it off camera though, but I will go over my equipment a little bit and see which ones, or how many I have left, and the amount it costs me. Alright, I've just gone over, and I come down to 5,000, roughly 5,800. 5.793 to be exact. But that kind of makes sense in a way. So, I don't know, maybe something has gone off. Not maintenance. Financing. Or maybe I bought something new that month, I can't remember. But anyway, I think we are well within the range to actually get over. Oh my god, I was just about to go over. I just remembered I need to fertilize first. So, let me get on with that. I really need to create a better habit of tidying things up. Everything is in the way right now. Well, I don't need the rear weight. Okay, I just dropped it right in the way immediately. Okay, let me tidy up a little bit. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, now that didn't take long. I mean, I'm not really done per se, but it's decent. The two things that were mostly in the way, the trailer and the water tank, are out of the way now, so it should work for a while. One thing I might have to do here is empty the seeder. Oh yeah, this has lime. I don't need lime, I don't think. But I do need fertilizer. I think it's in the seeder, if there is anything left. Alright, that weight is definitely not in the way. Oh yeah, there is. Now, can I just empty... I don't think I can choose which one empties. No, not enough space. So, let me see. What is that? No. I pressed Y somehow. Okay. It makes sense now. Both of them just empty out. What happened there? Okay, now I need to get this out of the way. Yeah, when I'm trying to squeeze 3 fields into one little plot, you know, there's and goats as well, and grist, and the yard, and a what is this? Yeah, thing called silo. Yeah, when I'm trying to squeeze all of that into the same spot, of course you run out of space. There you go. Now I should be able to pick up the fertilizer. Yeah, I can't wait to see this, like in 10 episodes time or something, how everything has changed. Already, I mean, we are quite a well... I think this is like episode 17. Oh no, I just drove past. But yeah, we are quite well into the series. 17 episodes, is that... Are we progressing fast or slow? Just can't tell. Well, let me try and fertilize this. I can actually... No, I can bring this up. Oh, not that. There you go. Okay. Let me zoom in. Oh god, too much. Yeah. Okay. It's better. I think it's a little bit better. I don't have the sensor or anything, so I don't really know. This isn't the best, you know, best way, but it's better than nothing, definitely. And it's a very small field and a relatively wide spreader, so we are done immediately almost. Good, beautiful. Now we can get into October. Let me just check. I don't think the wheat that we have, it's December, so yeah, there's no real rush to selling that. Let me empty this. Oh, it spawned on that side of the silo. Yeah, I'll put this back here somewhere. And yeah, honestly, you know, when we get into October, I think what we have to do is just continue selling the trees. That is our main way to get us through the months. Alright, the moment of truth. Did we have enough? Just about. Yeah. I did not actually think about the loan interest and everything, but luckily that was enough. it does appear that our payments that I calculated was correct. Just from the quick look I got just now. And then there's about, let me see, 2 plus 8, let's say 900 for loan. And then there was probably for the tents and stuff, I'll put another 100 on for others. I'm just writing this on a little piece of sticky note here, just to keep my mind up to date on everything. Now, there was this thing with this here. It's still 4 months away, but if we look at the calendar, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's February. And does sugar cane? Yeah, it doesn't say that it's harvest season in February. That's what's getting me confused here. Do I then have to wait until October again, or does it actually allow me to harvest it? I don't know. It says growth. It's gonna say on the top growth line there. It says growing right now. It's gonna say ready to harvest when it is. It should be in this episode. It should be in this month if it was developed enough. But we'll see. I'll keep an eye on that if I remember. But yeah, I think I'll just go straight back here into. Yeah, there's nothing for us to sell. Sorry, my mind is everywhere. This is probably not good again. We just sold. I think was it December that it's good again? January maybe. G for goat. Interesting. I mean, it's still the same price that we did sell it at, but that's interesting. I think the graph drastically changed. Well, yeah. And I don't have anything else. That is kind of the point with the series, that we shouldn't really have too much to sell too often. 400. We are not far off, but 2 more months. So, isn't this canola as well? Oh, it says nitrogen is perfect. Good. And it is canola. Yeah. Good. I think that's gonna be a pretty good payday when we get 2 of the fields harvested. Now, one thing we do have to try to acquire before the sugarcane comes in is the sugar mill. And I am thinking. Yeah, I just pressed Control P and it always freezes when I try to open a store for some reason. Alright, real quick here. I really wish you could just search. Let me see. Dairy sugar mill. That's 36,000. If we take this one, it's not that large. That's pretty nice. I don't think we are gonna be buying. Yeah, this is the sugar mill without roof. Maybe I'll go for that just to make things different. It is a mod, so it could be kind of weird. Yeah, this is the ultimate goal. I'm just looking if there's like an actual building for the sugar mill. I think there should be. Yeah, there it is. Okay, it's 240. It's more. It's almost. No, it's not almost. It's like 6 times more expensive or something. So, yeah, no question. We're gonna go for the smaller one as soon as we can. But for that, we need the tractor and to do some logging. So let me get spinning on. Wait, hold on. I forgot about the wood chips. Let's take a look at the price. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that until January. I need to write that down somewhere. I'm a little bit old school in the way that I need to keep everything on a physical paper. Otherwise I just cannot remember it. Wood chips in January. Yes, alright. Now I just have to remember where that note is kept. Anyway, let me gear on for a little bit of a time lapse to try and collect all of these guys here. And I'll be right back. Alright, now I've managed to cut down or make this one a 12 meter long. So I think this is gonna be I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna just try to get it on if that is even physically possible. Even the 9 meter ones are too long. And my brain is always messing me up here. I'm not gonna let go of the claw, I don't think. If I can't even make, you know, if I can decide on that, but if it doesn't just fall off. No, don't go that way. This way, yes. And then yeah, no, I don't think actually I think I should be able to do this. You know, if I cut down now, I guess 2 6 meter longs are better than 1 9 and 1 3, right? Nope, not well. Not down. What? Didn't go down far enough. All right, this is good. Now I just spin it around and tuck it in here, lower it down. All right, and tie it down like that. And then I'll do my best to drive it down to the sawmill. This is definitely not a full load. It's gonna take me half an hour at least to get to a full load. Hold on, I just noticed these here. Need to get them away. Yeah, these are the tips that I just put on by hand. Yeah, I know it's a little bit, actually kind of a lot. I think almost every episode so far has had this same sort of footage. And I totally understand that that can get kind of old kind of fast. Come on, you can make it. You can make it around the tree. No. I really want to be able to cut down these trees here. Okay, now I have to straighten this out. Doing this at 4 kilometers an hour is very slow. There you go. Now I should be able to make it. I was saying something, right? Yeah. You know, this is a rules-heavy challenge, right? So there's a lot of rules in play that literally force us to go this slow. And that's kind of the thing I was focusing on. I wanted to focus on forestry. And forestry equipment in this game is just so expensive that we're kind of stuck with this for a while. I'm also doing the fields just to spice it up or shake it up a little bit, but we might be doing this for a while. I'll try if I can figure out any way to earn money differently. Now there is, of course, let's okay, let me just put a cruise control on. So the wood is 500 compared to 2000. I was just thinking maybe if I bought a wood chipper and just chipped all of these trees. I don't think that's the smartest thing to do. It might be a smarter thing to do if this was like an oak forest with impossible trees and branches and everything, but since these are literally, this is a logging plantation essentially, straight, long, I guess kind of strong trees. You know, these are the trees I think the industry goes for, as far as I understand, and yeah, just chopping them up into wood pulp is not really the good thing. I don't think, but maybe it would be, you know, 20% of the work, and then maybe it would be fine. All right, back once again, and yeah, I can't. What are these, like 3, maybe 4 trees? All right, decent, I think. I kind of lost reference really, because I'm not taking the same amount of trees every time. That actually, nah, I would, to be comfortable, I would want at least 1,000 euros more before I jumped into another month. But just because you guys have seen countless footage or minutes of footage for loading these wagons, I'm gonna go ahead and load up a full load, as full as I possibly can, take my time, not stress about recording it or time-lapsing it, and then I'll be back and try to sell the largest load we have ever had. See if that's, you know, worth that kind of effort. Would you look at that? Like I said, about a half an hour, maybe even more, this took me. It went pretty well. Could have gone way worse, but I did end up doing just one at a time instead of trying to do 2 things or 2 logs at the same time. Definitely worth it, I think. And that is all the original plot really cut down, I think. I'll have to take a look, except for the small trees, with a few trees around the tents that I'm keeping. Oh, hold on. No, this is not supposed to be there. Alright, how much? Alright, I would say. I feel like I've gotten more. It did look like a large load, but I don't think it was the best we have had. It feels like it could have, you know, gotten more, been loaded a little bit better, but it is difficult when you have I'm sorry, I'm trying oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was fully extended. The trailer wasn't. Yeah, hold on, don't. Yeah, there you go, don't be unaligned, thank you. Now there, like, let me take a look. Yeah, 20,000, 36,000, right? That was what we came down to for the sugar mill. I could probably get it now, but I think I should go over to November. And then even December immediately, just because we can. It's a kind of waste of money, but it isn't, because we will have to do the same job again. But if we get to December, if you can't even hear me, I'm sorry, this is just such a loud tractor. If you get to December and sell the wheat, it's not really that much, I don't think, but you know, we'll have some fields growing and we need the time to pass, so I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. And also then we should have more goat's milk. I'll just have to keep in mind to check on the goats in the meantime. so that they don't run out, because we're approaching winter months, and or this is actually late autumn now, or mid-autumn, and that means the meadow for the goats isn't growing, I don't think. But we still have that bale we bought in the beginning, so I think we are good. I just have to remember to put the bale to the goats. I was gonna say cows, but yeah. And it is raining soon. Not gonna affect us at all. Yeah, I'll leave the trailer here in the middle of the road. I will attach... Also, that is in January. I need to remember that. Where... Oh, hold on. Oh, that's a problem. We only have this trailer to take the wheat down. And if it's filled with this... sawdust... No, that's not the name. Wood chips. Then... yeah, it's not gonna be good. 500. Wait, is that more valuable than the wheat we have? That's kind of interesting. Alright, I don't know why the hand icon keeps showing up. But yeah, like I said, I think that is all of the trees from the original field. Yeah, or the original plot. Yeah. There is actually one laying down there. It is completely on the edge, and I can't grab it with my trailer at the moment. Let's see, while I'm standing here. The meadow, yeah, it is being eaten down. But they still have the 3,000 liters of grass. So yeah, pretty nice. Let me just run to November. Yeah, get straight to that. And see how much we have left of our 20,733 euros. Alright, 6,500 is basically what everything is costing us. So we can afford to go through 2 months. Actually, let's take a look at the offers while we are here. Alright. Nope. No, not really. It's not at all important to us. This is way too expensive, even on a half price. Alright, look at everything fading off into... Oh, look. Our sugarcane is definitely 3, almost 4 meters tall. Oh, hold on. Remove foliage? Uh-oh. Hold on. I need to take a look at this. What? Sugarcane. This is the harvester. Okay, so... Okay, this is just the recommended package. I need to go into sugarcane category here, I think. It's not a root crop. Vegetable special crops. Sugarcane plant... No, not the planters. Sugarcane harvesters. That is this one. I will have to lease it. Oh man, this is interesting. I think I'll have to... Wait, I do have the help menu. I try not to, if I can, to just go online and look for things. Right? I try to find everything in-game, because that is really how it's supposed to be. So, sugarcane grows comparably slow, but harvested sugarcane will grow back after a while and can be harvested again. Ooh. To harvest sugarcane, you will need a sugarcane harvester. It removes the top leaves and cuts the thick sugarcane stalks into small, compact pieces, just like forage harvesters. Sugarcane harvesters do not have their own tank, and these need to be accompanied with a tipper trailer in the field. Interesting. During harvest, special sugarcane tippers trailer. Hold on, can I not do this with just one tractor then? Look at these guys here. This is a self-propelled one, but it is way out of budget. I don't even think I can finance. Nope. This If I finance for 2 years, it would be 2,000 a month, pulling us towards 8,000 total. And this is pulled by the tractor, and then we would have this also. Yeah, I think I might need to. Oh, that is. I did not realize that. Oof, did I make a mistake here? Yeah, I'm not gonna go into December anytime soon then. Let's take a look at this, actually. Let's go ahead and start by. I hope it's gonna be enough. Financing. This guy. I can't do it for 6 months. I have to do it for as long as I can. Yeah, this is the biggest part of the challenge. The constant financing. It's gonna put us, and for the 2 years, it's gonna put us at a deficit, or it's gonna hamper, if that's the, I think that's the phrase, our cash flow so much that it's gonna be difficult to progress. That's why I think I'm gonna keep doing these, forestry things. Kind of off camera, maybe not every time, but just from time to time, or most of the times, because otherwise it's going to be 50 episodes of literally the same equipment, forestry kind of stuff. Might be interesting to some people. Actually, I might find it interesting in some ways. I kind of really like slow progression, but generally you also want to progress a little bit, at least every other episode. So I think, yeah, just to avoid that kind of stuff, I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit more off camera. But we'll see how it develops. As soon as we get other income streams, then we can divert a little bit from forestry. And the goats are just, every generation of goats being born is, a bonus. Also, how are they doing now? They're done with the meadow and they are started on the grass. And they are still perfectly healthy, and we have only 3 more? 3 more? Oh, that's because we don't have the space, I don't think. I think that's the problem. But that's nice. That means we are full capacity. Our food cost won't go up, but our production won't go either. I don't think the youngest kids are producing milk though, just as a common sense sort of thing. But yeah, eventually they will kick into gear and the goat milk will produce for us. And also, of course, the rules stipulate, to put it in a fancy word, that I can only have 1 production line, and the one I'm going for with the sugarcane is the malt production. So I can't go for the cheese, the goat milk cheese thing, because that's 2 different production lines. Now, if there was a production that could use malt and goat milk, I could combine them, but I cannot see anything taking both those things, unless it was sort of like a tavern sort of thing. But yeah, tavern / restaurant, maybe. And of course there's always fishing to help us a little bit, but yeah, these are all very manageable, or not manageable, I mean they are manageable, but the word I was looking for is manual. They are, not passive. I mean the goat milk is maybe, but other than that it's not really passive yet. There might be other things to do. What I really like about this sort of challenge is that it is it really forces you to think, and maybe I should have done a little bit better job on that, kind of figuring some solutions out. Now, before I continue blabbering on, let me take a look at what leads to the malt production. Wasn't it 45,000 or so? 42? Alright, we need sugar, water, and grain. Good. Now. Yeah, I'm still gonna sell the wheat that we have, but I'll just grow more. But that means there's no other production before this one. And yeah, that's kind of, maybe it was a bad choice to pick that, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll get back to the farm and try harvesting. Worst case scenario, it won't do anything unless it has a trailer. Best case really is that it just puts it on the ground, and then I can use the shovel to pick it up again. We'll just have to figure that out. Alright, I'm back now. Let me just try this out, I think. So let's unfold it. Good thing that canola isn't grown more. Do I just turn it on? Oh, I just lowered it now, and then I just turn it on. Oh, unfold the pipe first. Is that this? I think I... what? Oh, alright. Let's take a look at this and see what happens. Alright, look. Okay, before I get any further here, I'm gonna... there you go. Yeah, it looks like it's that thing. I'm just gonna double check it. I'm a little bit... you know, I don't want to mess anything up here. Oh man, this is the first time I've ever done anything with sugarcane at all, so... alright, and let this one go, and bring it back in on. There you go. Yeah, looks like... I mean, if this works, then it looks like we are safe. We don't need to spend like 50 euros on the tractor. And I would rather replace this one than buy an additional one, if that makes sense. Try to sell this up or something. Okay, didn't pick anything up there. But that is probably because the bucket wasn't positioned right. Oh no. It's not working. Oh, that's not good. Good thing I didn't go further on. Actually, does the bucket take that, or do I need like a different type of bucket? It does say that it should be able to take it. Yeah, it's the one we have. So that is not the problem. I think the problem is that this isn't the thing that it's supposed to be. So I do have an idea. Let me first check just, you know, small tractors. Could have this one. It is 32 horsepower only. But that means we could buy it outright. Ooh. I don't know if it's gonna pull the thing though. I don't know if I want to take on, you know, 2,000 euros a month to get this. Well, I think I will have to have a little bit of a think on that. Actually, one thing I wanted to show you that actually I can't do it because of the wood chips. I was gonna, you know, position the trailer roughly, you know, and behind the harvester, and then drive a little bit forward until it finish, you know, and just do it that. But that's gonna take forever. Plus, the trailer is a dolly trailer. So yeah. Well, at any case, we are stuck in November for a while now, both due to money and due to this thing needing to be done. and it's way larger of a project than I expected, but I think that's fine. I also did take a little bit of time to cut down a bit of trees down here, so that I think the strategy here, if we do have enough time, we should be stuck at 5 times speed, sorry, and if we make it before November or December, or the end of November, to sell as many logs as we can, to buy a better traxxer, right? Because I don't think there's anything else than this. I think this might have to be the thing. You know, buy this one straight out and just use it, even if it barely can do anything. But I'll have to look into that in the next coming week. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed, and that you join next time when we probably actually end up harvesting the sugarcane. And until then, remember to like and subscribe on your way out, and take care. Goodbye.